Well, my haircut? No, I didn't. So here's the thing, Stardust, and I'll get to your point in a second, high altitude. My hair, when I was in high school, no, actually it was early in high school, I desperately, this is a true story, I desperately wanted to have a middle part in my hair. It's something I really cared about. Everyone else was able to do a middle part in their hair and feather their hair on the sides. And it's something I always wanted to be able to do because it just seemed to be really cool. I couldn't do it because my hair won't part in the middle. My hair kind of grows up on both sides. And as a result of that, I really even couldn't part my hair to the side. My hair more grows down than in any one direction. So I've always felt out of place and a man out of time because in the 1960s, I would have had a great Beatles haircut. Straight down, black, would have been perfect. I didn't listen to punk much, but I would have had a great mohawk because I can get my hair to stand up pretty easily. But I looked for belonging and connection through a hairstyle that I was not able to achieve, which led to some unfortunate decisions. Some people may choose to use drugs to try to gain acceptance. Some people might choose to drink to gain acceptance. Some people might choose to let others use their body to gain acceptance. I did something far worse. I got a perm. And I thought I was told by getting a perm, this is the 80s, a perm. My hair was permed. The idea was, I was told, by the hair person, if you get a perm, it'll be a loose perm, just a loose perm. I'll show you a picture, not of me, because I burned all those. If you get a perm, right? If you get a perm, you can be able to have some kind of body to your hair. Okay? Perm, but it really didn't work that way. It just kind of looked silly. The hair person. I was trying to get some body in my hair. I was hoping that I could get some hair that could feather in some kind of way because all the cool kids were feathering their hair. And what ended up happening was not anything like this. It was something far more tragic. I like to think that it wasn't my fault. That I was so desperate for belonging and acceptance that I was very susceptible to messages that were provided to me by those in positions of authority like the hair person. And as a result of me trusting authority in the form of the hair person, I was desperate enough to try anything. And that's the thing about desperation and loneliness, right? Desperation and loneliness will make you do some stuff that, in looking back on, you really do regret. And it's really important in your life not to live in those moments of regret, not to be the person that you were back then, not to stay stuck in that time, but to move on and to try to see yourself in different terms. That yes, bad decisions were made. People were trusted, promises were made, promises were not kept, and as a result, I had a hairstyle for a while that was not good. And to this day, I carry it with me, but that's also why I'm in therapy. To deal with the childhood trauma of growing up in an alcoholic household and having a perm when I was early in high school. Yeah, no, not the city in Russia. This. I didn't have a mullet. Did not have a mullet. Did not have a mullet. right? Didn't do that. That was not a thing. Yeah, 80s hair is a trip. It is a deep well of regret. Absolutely a deep well of regret. Yeah, and perms were a thing. Bwinabwin knows. He was there. Just a little body. We're just going to add a little body. We'll use the big curlers. They'll be big. And so we'll curl your hair. We'll put this chemical process in it that's really stinky just to give it some wave. Just a little wave. It never got me acceptance. It never got me to feel like I belonged. It did give me like a really stinky haircut that seemed water repellent, so I could go out in the rain and my head would never get wet. That was kind of cool, right? But that's all it got me, because I really have to do the internal work that no perm will fix. So Tro's called barbers hair people. I guess it's somewhat earned then. Yeah, she was a hair person. She did hair. I mean, I don't know what happened to her. We never stayed in touch. Maybe I always felt a little bit... I mean, when an adult steers you wrong that badly, it's hard to trust again. And there was some time I had to go through to learn how to trust hair people again. I got there, but it wasn't easy. 80s hair is still a thing for many of the women around here. It's true. The 80s never left. They live on. Perms were really low maintenance, but thank you for my hair. I mean, this hair, it's taken me about 50 years before I could come to terms with my hair. Now it's kind of going away. The hair's going away a little bit. What are you going to do?